Hi, gang. I'm just putting a live link on Instagram. Here we go. Hi. It is Sunday morning, and there's a beam of light really coming in there. You have reached our Mandala universes, where we get together every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and we draw. We draw mandalas. Mandala is the Sanskrit word for circle. And so we start with the circle and fill it in with whatever is alive in us right here, right now. Good morning, Deb. Yep, alive. Lots of different things. Mine are very influenced by the reading each day. Oh, Cheryl and I went to a watercolor class, and I learned some basic techniques. I've never been taught watercolor, so it was very. I liked it a lot. It was fun. Good morning, Laura. Great to see you. All of my cashew milk has settled to the bottom of my chai, so it's liquidy at the top, solidy at the bottom. Let me turn this off. So yeah, that was yesterday's. No, I missed yesterday. I slept in. I really needed it. I was tired. Hi, Cindy and Marissa. Good morning to you both. How exciting. Today is September 7th. How is everyone showing up this morning? How are you feeling? Maybe check in with your heart, with your body. You can check in with your head, but I'm going to encourage you to check in with your body. How do you feel, not what do you think? Yeah. I am feeling very happy to be here. I'm feeling relieved that Louie is doing better. I'm feeling kind of full from a really good time. Yesterday I went out with Skyle to an art opening in the East Bay, and it was fantastic. And it was the kind of work that made me want to see our collective work in a gallery so badly. It could be done. It could be done. Yeah. Thank you, Amy. Amy says, good to hear on the Louis front. Laura is feeling rested finally after a couple weeks of terrible sleep. I think this lunar eclipse full moon helped release some heavy things. Oh, I'm really happy for you about that. Amy is feeling strong and optimistic. Yes, today is the full moon at, I think, 11 something Pacific time. I think that's right. And there is a full lunar eclipse happening also today. So big things moving. A lot of moon energy happening. Good morning, Carol. Glad you're here. We're just checking in. And yeah, Cindy and Marissa are here. Isn't that so sweet? I love it. If anyone else wants to pop in the chat how they're feeling, what is alive in you right now? Deb was feeling full. Toes in the Pacific this weekend. Needed that deep grounding beneath me. I'm really happy you got that. Well, I think maybe I'll just wait one more minute for people to roll in before we start our grounding. If you've got a warm cup of something, cheers to you. I don't know how I existed without a morning tea or chai ritual at any point in my life, but I did. I don't really know when tea became a daily thing for me. I don't recall that. I was never a coffee person, except for a brief period of time where I was given a gift of a Starbucks card in like 2001. I think it had $25 on it, which was like, that was a lot of coffee then. And yeah, I immediately got addicted to Americanos. And when the card was up, so was my coffee jam. Let's see. Yeah, that's Louie squeaking in the background. Alicia's feeling headachy and happy. Well, I'm glad you can hold both of those at the same time. And Cindy says, Maya, my 1-year-old, is here too. She's waving hi. Hi, Maya. And hi, Marissa. Carol is feeling accomplished this morning. Officially 20 pounds lost today. Woohoo. Woohoo! I'm so happy for you. That is hard work. I know. Very hard work. And also that feeling of like being more at home in your body, right? Just feeling more like you. Yeah. Laura says, I'm trying a little ashwagandha in my hot beverage this morning. Nice. Some good adaptogens. Alrighty. So for the grounding, I invite you to begin by just finding a comfortable seat. Or if you are reclining, a comfortable recline. Feet on the ground, legs crossed, arms by your side, however works for you. And I invite you to gently close your eyes and just start to connect with your breath. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. And I invite you to imagine that above your head, maybe like a foot or so above your head, there is a vibrant, pure white disk of light. And we're going to be pulling colors from that disk into our bodies using our breath. So just imagine that you can, with your breath, draw down from that white disk the color red. Just inhaling red, pulling it down through your crown chakra and letting it move down from your head through your whole entire body, all the way down to your toes. And letting it come to settle in and around your tailbone, in your first chakra, your root chakra. And just notice how your body feels, being filled with this color, a vibrant ruby red. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you inhale, go back to the white disc and breathe in the color orange. Let it run down through your body, noticing any effect that this color has on you. Let it run all the way out to the tips of your fingers and toes. And then let it settle in your belly, your sacral chakra. A warm orange light. And then on your next inhale, go back to the white disc and breathe in the color yellow. And let that golden light just flow through your body, reaching every part, bringing golden light to all the nooks and crannies. Top to bottom, side to side, front to back. And then letting it settle in your power chakra, kind of the center of your torso, between your belly button and the bottom of your sternum. And inhaling in the color green. You feel this color wash over you, bringing a sense of love and affinity for life and beauty. A warm emerald green just glowing. And let that settle in your heart like a warm ball of green, glowing light around your heart. Going back to the white disc and inhaling a blue color. Pulling that blue down through the crown chakra and down through your throat. And letting it also flow down to your toes. And coming to settle in your throat chakra. Letting it soothe your throat. Bringing some relaxation to your neck and shoulders. Inhaling back from the white disc, a deep, dark indigo blue. And feel the deep coolness of this color as it bathes your third eye, right between your eyebrows, letting it cleanse your brain, letting it flow all the way down through your whole body, but having it rest and find its home at your third eye. And lastly, we're going to take one last deep breath from this white disc of light, pulling in a vibrant violet purple color. Feel it streaming into your crown chakra. And as it rests right there in your crown chakra, it energizes all the other energy centers, all the way down to your root chakra, bringing them into harmony, into resonance. Just taking a few more gentle, deep breaths, letting this rainbow of colors swirl around and land wherever they need to land for the healing that helps you the most today. Noticing which colors maybe feel stronger or richer or deeper for you. Those are probably the ones that you needed the most. Taking one more wonderful deep inhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and come to the page. Good morning, Cheryl. We just finished our grounding. I'm not sure when you arrived. Hopefully you caught some of that. And I have a reading today from Jaya John. This is from Dear Artist. Keep going. You aren't there yet. You never will be. Life is infinite. So are you. Every moment of your life can be a playground, paradise, prison, or punishment. You get to choose. What a gift. Jasmine tea on your lips, catches sunlight, glistens, pleasure far more than enough. Remember, you can drink the quiet too. You can drink the quiet of a moment, like a fragrant jasmine tea. Hi, Susanna. So glad you're here. Susanna joining us from Kenya. Are you in the city or are you at home? And how is your mom? I think it was your mother was. Yeah, how's your mom? Just in case there's somebody watching the replay later who has never watched before, we start with a circle. And I like to start mine at the top, but you can start it anywhere you want. And then I go around on an inhale. Oh my God, it's backwards to me. I can't do it. I go around on an inhale and an exhale. So I draw my circle on one complete breath cycle, just to keep the grounding flowing. And trying to remember, right, to breathe as we draw, paint, color, mark. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Do you want to say hello? Oh. This guy is having a good day. Having a good day. Yeah. Pamela says, hi all, lovely grounding, Michelina. I held the chakra beads while you were talking. Powerful. Oh, what a great idea. Oh, I wish I had thought to maybe suggest that. That's fantastic. Carol says, meditation is my favorite part of these 30 minutes. I feel renewed. Thank you. Wow. Oh, Susanna says her mom is much better. She recognized me today. I'm so happy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. We have to cherish those things, right? Being recognized. Oh my goodness, your breath is so terrible. I'm going to put you down. Yep. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. I gotta wash that off. So Cheryl and I went to a watercolor class at Case for Making, and it was fun. The teacher was just a sweet person, and we learned wet on wet, and wet on dry, and layering, and dry on dry, and let's see, what was this? Pulling, and charging. Oh, right, where you do 2 different colors, and then at the last minute you touch them together, and one of the colors will charge into the other, which you can't really, whatever. But and then overlapping glazes, making this sort of magic third color here. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. And then we did, what else did we do? We did some salt crystals. This is something that Laura Bailey showed me, and I tried it and it didn't work. And I learned in this class that I didn't have enough water on the paper. So, salt crystals, which I've done some other examples of that. And then we did a little landscape, learning how to use washes and how to create a color gradient from just one paint and water. And then we played with alcohol from a dropper. And the squiggles are with a brush that I did, but the drops are a dropper of rubbing alcohol. And then here's more glazing and overlapping. It was really fun. It was for people who had never painted with watercolors before. And even though I've been doing this for years, I'm the kind of person who, like, I could do the same thing over and over and over, but until someone describes a process in words, I don't really understand what I'm doing. So classes are very helpful for me in having someone articulate in words how do you do this. That is super, super helpful for me. So I learned some good stuff. Another great thing I learned, I couldn't believe this, so easy but amazing. If you've, been swirling around and you've got your dark paint and you want to use the same color, lighter, tapping the brush on your water container actually knocks pigment out of the brush. And I could see it in the clean water. When we first started, it was like doot doot, all this pigment fell out of the brush and made moving to the lighter color easier. And I was like, see, I didn't know that until she said it. So it was really, really fun. And then we had a fabulous sort of late light dinner afterwards and a great time. Cheryl says, thank you for the grounding. Never thought before about Anahata Chakra's heart being green. The heart is generative. Oh. The chakra system that I learned in my Reiki world is green heart. But I know some people also use pink, and I use pink and green interchangeably there. But today, green. And Cheryl says, such a great evening, learned so much. Yeah. Carol says, the alcohol drawing looks cosmic. To me, it's kind of funny how it reads to some people like cosmic and outer spacey, and then to me, it's like agate. It's like the lines of a crystal, like a gemstone. Laura says, oh yay, watercolor is a fascinating medium in all sorts of techniques. Yeah. Pamela's saying, so glad to hear, Susanna, that your mom's doing better. And Pamela just tried the tapping. So cool. The pigment just falls right out. I never knew. Okay, so maybe I will actually do some drawing. It's 24 past the hour, which I say out loud for myself and for anyone else who is paying attention to that kind of thing. Yes, last night, Skyle and I went to the East Bay to see an artist that she had worked with who does these beautiful color wheel drawings. They're amazing. Jennifer Mazziotti, Jennifer Mazzotti. Hold on. Jennifer Mazzucco. It's fantastic. So she has figured out how to make everything and anything into a color wheel, and it's just amazing. And their works mostly works on paper that were all just on the wall, like, 8 high and 10 across. And I walked in there and I was like, we need a mandala gallery showing. We just, how do we make it happen, y'all? It would be so amazing. It would be so amazing. And it also made me think of the book. There's a book in our story. Who do we know that wants to undertake a book? It is not me. I was tasked with photography library stuff for a book about my band. And even though I love my band and love the idea of the book, I can't do certain things. I just cannot. I had to say, y'all, I appreciate it, but I can't do it. Pamela says, I just joined this art club. Mondays is quiet reflection art. Then there are slow drawing classes. I'm excited to be learning again. Yeah, I love learning. Cheryl says, green and yoga and Ayurveda for the heart too. Always thought it was odd, but today it makes sense in a new way. Thank you. Very awesome. Ms. M says, that would be fabulous. Yes. Ooh, Laura says, wouldn't it be cool if we each had a chapter? Oh, yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah. And like little, like quarter page kind of thumbnails of, maybe like 10 or 8, 2 pages per person. Yeah. Oh, I can see it. And it's full color. Nothing drives me more crazy than an art book that has like half of the images are black and white. And I'm just like, why would you put black and white pictures of paintings in a book about an artist? That makes no sense. Yeah, okay. And I think, I didn't even realize that the meditation today was so perfect for what I saw last night with the color wheel. That just clicked. Yeah, it was fun. And we went into Berkeley to this place called Cheeseboard Pizza. And I'm kind of, at this point in my life, I'm the kind of person who, when I see a gigantic line outside of a restaurant, I'm just like, I don't have time for that. And we weren't in a rush or anything, but I'm just like, I don't want to stand in line for food. Like, is it ever really that good? I go into that mode, right? Wah. But we went, and there was this enormous line because they close in the middle of the day and then reopen, and so everybody was waiting for the reopening. And they make one type of pizza. You don't get to say, I want this and that. It's like, we make one type of pizza. It's on the board. If you want it, get it. If you don't, come back another day. And it was this delicious, fresh tomato, goat cheese, red onion, lemon zest pizza. Oh, dang it, y'all. It's 8:30. Anyways, it was so fun. We had so much fun hanging out, had great conversation, got to meet the artist. Everything was awesome sauce. And it was really, really fun to, spend time in person with a Mandala sister. Yeah, it was fun. I hope that all of you have a wonderful Sunday, and I am sending you hugs and lots of love. Mwah. and I will post. Pamela says, "Don't stop talking. I'm not done yet." Well, we could keep going. I'm happy to do that because I'm still painting. Now I'm going to honor the 30 minutes. I'm going to do that. So yes, have a wonderful day. If you would like, you can post your mandala on Instagram at our Mandala Universes. Just tag us, and we will post it in our stories there. You can also post it in your personal YouTube as an art post and tag at our Mandala Universes, and it'll show up in our feed. Multiple platforms, and I'll post the reading in both places as well. All right, bye everybody. Thank you very much.